I shot a video, I edited it, ended up doing about 30 minutes on the rough draft, and I realized something. I don't need a 30-minute video to show you guys how to install this. Well, that and the file got corrupted, and I spent the last week literally reinstalling everything on my computer. We're going to redo this video. Super short, super simple. This video is a piggyback on the aux button video that I did putting one of these ditch pod lights onto the truck and using the factory switch. Now if you're like me and you need more switches than just the one that GM gave you, and you're also like me and you're not willing to give GM $500, basically $100 a switch, to put the switches in a terrible location, keep watching. Back in the aux button video, this used to turn on the ditch lights. Now what it does is it turns on my switch panel. I've actually had this switch panel on the truck installed, not connected, for close to 10,000 miles. Well, this last week I shot a full video, finally hooked it up, got it working, and then I somehow corrupted all the files, and we're literally reshooting this entire video just for you guys. I make the mounts, I make the adapters for the 6 and the 8 button flavors that you might want to purchase. I also make the dash grid up here in the middle. It's ANSI standard, it's USB powered inside of it, no drill, factory hardware is used. I love that thing. That is my most proudest thing that I've made for this truck so far. So how do you install one of these? Well, let's pop the hood and I'll show you. Look at that. I'm sure you've seen the other videos on YouTube and Facebook where people have installed the relay box here, or way under there, or anywhere else they've decided to put the switch panel. I did not want to have it in the way of any of the covers. We can still use everything and access everything. There's nothing in the way. You guys can see, if I can do this, I can access all these covers and nothing's in the way of each other. I came up with this bracket. It mounts down here on the peg. You pop out the two little tabs here and that bolts in. I can literally rock the entire truck with that mount. You've got full access to all your wires. It's nice and tucked up under here. I may move this somewhere down here. I might do some sort of another panel back here for all of my breakers. That breaker on top of the battery, that's zip tied there for probably almost 5,000 miles now, goes to my Anderson plug in the bed of the truck. If you guys want me to do a 12 volt in the bed video, I can do that. I want to put a cigarette lighter plug back there, or maybe even a USB, and I'd be more than happy to shoot a video. So if you guys want to comment below and let me know if you guys want to see that, I'll make that video for you. Instead of this relay, if you guys remember from the aux button video, instead of this relay working the ditch lights, now it's working this trigger wire. So that aux button now turns this on like I just showed you guys. The goal of this was to hide all the wires. So I've got actually wires under the cowl all the way across, and they literally ground out right here onto the ditch lights for both channels. Now you can absolutely use the harness that your lights came with. I tend to do things a little bit differently. This is not a how-to 12 volt video. This is a very remedial way to wire this up. But what I tend to do is a single power wire going to a plug that has a ground off the other wire. Essentially, I only have to run one power wire, plus if I ever wanted to change lights down the road, all I gotta do is unplug the light and then plug in a new one, and I don't have to rewire anything. The wiring's all hidden, and I only have to run a single power wire from the panel to that light. You're gonna want to pull down this little cover insulation panel here, 3 little pins, pull the wire through the grommet and go straight under the console. You're gonna go over some of the ducting and pull this panel off, and either go here if you've got the kind of Gen 1 design, or Gen 2 will have a hole and you guys can actually poke it over the foam and through the defrost vent so you don't have a wire hanging out. This thing literally just pops into the place where the defrost vent used to be. The new ones that are coming literally have a hole and a rubber grommet. All you gotta do is pop a hole in that grommet, shove your wire through, and you will not have any wire anywhere visible after you install this switch panel. Super clean, super easy. This would do the 6 and 8 button version switch panels, pretty much all of them. Regardless of the brand and regardless of what you've got, the 6 and 8 should work. And in the event that it doesn't, let me know and I'll work with you to make a mount just for you. There's no visible wires in the cab, obviously, sans that, but no visible wires at all in the cab. Pretty clean install, guys. I've got my 2 plugs going up to there. The ground is tucked under the cowl here. All my wires are going under the cowling there, all zip tied up. I know I'll get asked about this. This is my underhood light, LED light that's been on the truck for just short of 15,000 miles. One of the first couple mods I did. But I tucked the wire in through and even under the metal, and I poked it out right here and down the side of the hinge, and I put that. Works great, perfect. All that I have visible right now is the relay for turning this on, and the rest is accessible, and nothing's in the way of each other. I just got back from dropping off some orders, and I got a present. Well, I was going to show you it lit up, but a little bit of a monsoon going on right now. I'm going to brave the storm for you guys. This relay board is really cool because it does momentary, it does toggle, and it does flash. So I've got it on and off. Holy crap, that's bright. Wow, sorry I did blind you guys. But that's on, that's a toggle. We're going to go over here to strobe. There we go. Wow. Go back to momentary. I can use that as my high beam if I wanted to, or like a flash somebody. But this little switch panel here will do all the functions. So now I have the light bar. Here's the harness I typically make. I got 1 power wire going to the plug, and then I got a ground lead. Literally, I can switch between my 2 bars here almost instantly. So super easy. 1 ground point, 1 plug, 1 power wire. Done. We had some rain delay, and I have to wrap up this video now. But now that I've got the bars, we'll install those on another video. Last Fit was kind enough to send me out one to test. I've got another one here that I'd like to pose a question to you guys, but you're gonna have to watch that video in order to be able to comment. So if you guys have any questions on the video or would like any other video topics for me to cover, feel free to comment below. We'll see you guys in the next video.